Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel and welcome to a new episode of Daggerfall. Last episode, Ulfgar joined the Temple of Arche to get some cash with him to be able to buy potions. And after that, did a little bit more work for the Order. It is now level 4. At this level, there is one optional main quest available. So today should be a bit of a short video. But for that, we have to go back to Wayrest. Let's go. Oh. My question is, how do you recklessly travel across the ocean or the bay? Well, that's a very interesting mountain cliff. What's that, right? What's the mountain? Oh, the north side. I need to figure out how to get that mod fixed as well. Oh! The Order of the Hour to be taken up on sight. I mean, that kind of makes sense, because the Order of the Hour has some interesting lore behind them. So the Order of the Hour, for those of you who may not know, is the military arm for the Akatosh Tanchery. Each temple technically has its own military arm, even though they're not. They don't really make an appearance in the game. But the Order of the Hour is usually based in the city of Kavach, and they have been used. The ESO Dark Brotherhood questline really shows how militant the Order of the Hour has really been used as. Castle Wayrest. Oh! Oh! He has become one with the stairs. I will say, it would be very interesting where High King Emmerich would, where his allegiances will lie in this time period. Alrighty, so that's the case if I go into a restricted area. Ah, here he is. This dude, we will see him again in the future. And let's just say that his deviousness doesn't wane at all. I need a courier, but no common jelly-armed, gas-headed ox of a mercenary will do. Apt. Travel of utmost importance to be delivered to a high dignitary who will be defended against unwelcome intrusion. In return for this, I will not only reward you with a buckler. I feel like you could reward me a little bit better than that. I'll also put in a positive word for you with the King and Queen of Wayrest. But I'll also give you some information on the affair of Daggerfall, which I doubt you will receive elsewhere. I mean, the buckler isn't that useful to me, but everything else does. Meet me here this time tomorrow and I'll give you the letter in the name. Okay. Now the location of the residence is randomized, and it can potentially appear here in Wayrest as well. Alrighty, it's tomorrow. Let's go see what the prince has to say. Here is the letter. It is given to Lord Castilian, the head of the Elder Council. I thought that would be Okada, who is currently at his house in the Woodhelm residence in Garfield Manor. I hate some of these names. I need the letter delivered and you back here in another 19 days. Lord Castilian values his privacy to an extent. Be prepared for some resistance at your arrival. I will ask that you not read the letter, as it is private correspondence. And of course I will be blamed. However, I have ways around that. Let's take a looky-loo at this letter. Inventory, please. My dear Lord Castilian, sorry about the necessity of delivering this letter, but I referenced possible service. But it would be unthinkable to approach you at the castle on such a delicate matter. I have long admired your loyalty to the crown, and neutrality in internal affairs. I understand that I want to save your dignity from a possible embarrassing scenario. The problem rests in your sister, the Lady Pacifica, who, though she resides abroad, still communicates regularly with members of the court. I understand and respect the depth of your siblings' love and affection for one another, for in response to a curious inquiry of mine, oh Lord, Lady Pacifica sent me several touching letters penned in Japan. Oh my god. Cringe. While you and I know the innocence of your fondness for the lady, the more prurient, I actually don't know how to pronounce that one. Minds at court, as you're aware, are inclined toward grotesque misinterpretation. Her husband, I understand, is famous for his jealous rages, oh dear. I am of several minds on the matter, how to best avoid possible negative reaction, and would appreciate your response at the soonest possible opportunity. I will await you at Castle Wayrest. Whee! That just sounds very interesting, doesn't it? It was where again? Manor. What the? So I said 19 days, and I spent 5 days. So 5, 10. Oh, yeah, we got plenty of time. Wow, it's dark. Well, there we go. Welcome. Okay. Really coming on. Why? Why? Why out of these houses? I'm sure I make no sense at times. Oh, jeez. Well, hello, Lord Castellian. You wait while Lord Castellian reads the letter. His skin goes pale and his hand begins to shake. Poor man. Let's see. Please wait while I pin the response to Prince Helseth. It only takes a moment for him to write the response. Okay. I'll leave you to it. So what does he have to say? If you read these letters, there's reduced reputation, so that's why I'm saving before. I appreciate your kindness, I'll meet with you very shortly at your convenience. You can also basically tell on Helseth to the king. You can, but you miss out on rewards though. Listen, there's multiple different endings to how you can do this. So back to Wayrest. But no, I want to go for it. Thank you. Alright. Well done. Your budding reputation appears to be deserved. Lord Castellian is quite pliable now. Anyway, here's the buckler I promised. Never let it be said that Prince Helseth is not a man of his bond. I promised to tell you something of the situation in Daggerfall. I suspect my family has more to do with it than is commonly known. We sent advisors to urge King Lysandus and King Cameron to mend the differences on the eve of the Battle of Pajagan. One of those two, field. Lysandus was disgustingly loyal to the Emperor. Mate, that could technically be considered treason. Where Cameron was fighting for more autonomy. According to the advisors' report, they arrived too late because they were waylaid by the orcs of Gotrog. I believe that's how that's pronounced. En route. I've heard stories that at least some of the advisors arrived at Lysandus' tent and spoke to him briefly. Interesting. At this time, I cannot say more. If I receive more information on the situation progresses, I will send word. Right. Though it's possible Lysandus did not die on the battlefield. Oh, interesting. Alright, back to Daggerfall. Why is it more expensive going to Daggerfall than to Wayrest? Make that make sense, please. Nice sunny day. Right, so yeah, that was the only main quest available at this level. At level 5 is when it really starts opening up. which I have quite a bit of ways of going before I get there, so yeah. Yeah, I believe I may go ahead and call that episode right there. Like I said, this was going to be a short one. That was the only thing I was going to focus on. So, the next couple of episodes will be focused on leveling up to level 5. So I've been doing more temple work, more guild work, yada yada yada. At level, I says level 5 is when everything starts opening up. But until then, goodbye everyone.